Hello, we're going to be playing Dune of Batsu today, after we finished our preparation run of Serpentcoil Island. If we take a look at our items, we have equipment strength about at 20, and very effective versus dragons with our anti-dragon runes. And Monster Find Bracelet, that's always nice. Fortune Grass, we can create a cave mammal at the start maybe. Yeah, overall, quite a few nice items. 2 blank scrolls. Evasive Incense will make it easy to collect some arrows if you want. And 2 Revival Grass, so that's nice for security, or like backup. Anyway, let's get right into it. %, clear rate, it looks like, if you look at the online clear rate. I don't think it's going to be that difficult of a dungeon, but some enemies near the end can be a little tricky because they have higher attack power or special attacks that hit from a like pretty far distance. So and overall, I think we'll see some new enemies that can mess with items, so that should be fun as well. And I really like the music of this dungeon. I heard it was composed by, I think his name was Keisuke Ito, the same composer as the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, some of those games, and they did a really good job, I think. Oh yeah, and we're going to be running into more unidentified items. Instead of just bracelets and pots, in this dungeon, grass and scrolls, I think, are also unidentified. Yeah. And I'm not going to be looking at a monster table as I play this dungeon. So I don't remember all the dangerous floors and stuff, but I'll just play it by ear. I think it'll be more fun that way. Oh, having trouble talking. I mean, I'll look at the in-game monster table as I unlock slots, but what I meant is I'm not going to look at the wiki. I think there was one more slot. It might be a pit mammal. That's what I'm hoping for. There's one. So since we have Porky's Rock and Fortune Grass, I'm going to throw a Fortune Grass and create a cave mammal. And then throw a Porky's Rock to one-shot the cave mammal and get 2,000 experience points. It's kind of the classic easy way to level up in the beginning. Because since rocks deal fixed damage, it cuts through their armor that normally reduces normal attack damage to 1 damage. So I'm gonna look for another one, if possible. They might appear on the next floor too, so I'll go to the second floor. Oh, that would have been nice for the boss. Invincible grass. Weapon shop. Our slots are full, so it's not like we're going to be able to synthesize anything. So I think I'll skip the weapon shop. And in this game, when a monster levels up, it doesn't immediately act afterward. So I could throw a fortune grass like right next to it and it won't hit me right away. But since our method of defeating it is throwing a rock, I don't want to risk missing with the rock, so I'm going to use a narrow escape staff. Because it has 100 attack power, so if we get hit, like even at level 10, we're probably gonna collapse. There we go. So this could be a warehouse pot, I'm thinking. Yeah. It's either a bottomless pot or a warehouse pot if the item vanishes when you insert it. And if you throw a bottomless pot against the wall, pitfall traps come out if there's capacity left. So since pitfall traps didn't come out, we know for sure it's a warehouse pot. And it looks like one of the new mechanics is on this floor called bouncy walls. Caching pot. This boss, if I remember right, has armor that burns thrown items, so throwing Gitan against it won't do anything. So I'm not gonna try that method. And these guys are called Nigiri babies, or Nigiri baby. It's like the onigiri monster. And if you've played other Shiren games, you might think like, oh, it's just the level 1, it's not a threat. But in this game, if you attack it and look at the notebook, we can see that it turns an inventory item into a large onigiri, but it has a chance of failing. So, unlike past games, even the level 1 can transform items, inventory items, into onigiri. So, you want to be a little more careful than you normally would be. And if you have the nigiri stopper rune on your shield, like it blocks the special attack. But that can't be found in the main story dungeon, so we currently don't have it. So we'll try to just play around, or like be careful. And we did get another fortune grass, so we could look for another pit mammal if they're still around. Although we're probably fine without hunting another one, so I'll just keep going. It's a little scary if we miss with a direct attack or normal attack, so I'm gonna use corners when possible. Oh, there's a monster house. So this is a sudden type of monster house where it pops up as you're inside the room. Like it's not there from the start, like visible from the start. And we do have frontal attack here, which gives or increases our attack range a bit, so we should be fine, but I also don't really want to be adjacent to Nigiri baby monsters too much, so I'm going to use a vaulting staff and land on the air tile, which will warp me. And then we can deal with the enemies, or even skip the monster house if we felt like it, but Whopping Harisen is a pretty good weapon. It has about a 50% chance to knock the target back by one tile when you hit them. Let's see. That might be a synthesis spot. Oh wait, this is a hit mammal. Looks like a burrowing staff, 10 damage. I guess we do have like revival grass, so I don't know. I don't really want to risk it though. Actually, we have, what am I thinking? We have a burrowing staff, so we can just use that. Staffs have 100% accuracy, so it's perfectly safe. And another fortune grass. Wow. They don't need a wind blade. Onigiri trap is kind of scary. Oops. It turns you into an onigiri, and in this state, your equipment is set to basically like having nothing equipped, so your attack and defense is 0. And it lasts 10 turns, so it's kind of not too long, but if enemies are around, it can be kind of bad. Anyway, let's keep going. Not sure why I'm holding on to the weapons. Pickaxe might come in handy. The way it works in this game, instead of having a chance to break, like in Shiren 5, what happens is the upgrade value decreases. So now it's -1. And it starts with 8 weapon strength, but if it decreases to 0, you can't dig anymore. But the weapon itself doesn't actually break anymore, so it's kind of nice. Like, you're guaranteed at least 8 tiles, and the chance is roughly like 50%, I think, so on average you'll get about 16 tiles before weapon strength reaches 0. Oh, a greed house. So this is a special monster house. Instead of pulling monsters from the normal monster table, it generates monsters from, well, a special table, hence the special name of it. And Greed House has mixers, thief walruses, curse girls, and maybe some others, but in this case, those are the ones we got. And they can range from level 1 to, I think, all the way up to 4. In this game. Like, I know some of the past games, they wouldn't generate past level 2 early on, but we're only on the 5th floor and we see a level 3 curse girl up there, so I think I'm right on that. And I don't really want to take a step down, because the thief walrus will steal an item probably. But I also don't want to use up all of my vaulting stabs yet. So let's see. I guess we can hunt the thief walrus if it steals an item. So let's do this. hits a lot harder than I thought. 32 damage, so we were actually lucky she missed there. Let's see how much HP she has. Curse Girl. There we go. 145. 28, 30, so about 60, 90. Okay, one more hit should do it. Or not. Huh. Bad at math, I guess. So, oh well. 2 items got cursed, but not the end of the world. Because we still have... yeah, our monster find bracelet, like we can still equip it. Even if the strength bracelet is cursed. We just can't remove the items. And since we don't plan on synthesizing, like it's not a big deal, I don't think. Swift sword, that would be really nice if we could synthesize it, but we don't have any slots, so I'll just throw it. Can always find more of them later. Keep thinking like I need to identify the stabs, but I keep forgetting to use them when I see enemies. Transmutation. Let's use the identifier on this one. Synthesis, okay, so I was right. What's Puma? Jitters, okay. That's the new name for Fear Scroll. Oh, peach staff. That's kind of nice. It turns a monster into a peach bun, and then you can become that monster if you eat the peach bun. So, depending on the special attack that monsters have, like you can do some pretty interesting things. Switching staff. Nothing seemed to happen, so not sure what that is. Could be empathetic staff. Yep. It's a staff that deals the same amount of damage that you receive to the enemy that attacked. if I remember right, this floor has bow boys and crossbow boys, so we might be able to collect some arrows, which would be nice. Another peach staff. I guess we can synthesize them then. Oh, yep, there's a crossbow boy. So, I meant to insert an item into the evasive incense, but you know how the command for peak and stuff, like it's lined up like this for normal pots? Well, for incense, like the first command is throw, so like I have a issue where I always like try to examine the pot or like incense and then I end up throwing it. But so this is a little slower, but we can use the Kappa's dish rune in our shield instead. But yeah, I pretty much like have a, I'd say, 75% chance where I just throw an incense when I try to use it, just out of habit, of where I'm used to seeing the commands for regular pods. We're still able to collect some arrows, so that's nice. I think maybe just 99 will be enough, because the dungeon's only 30 floors deep. And I don't want like a third of the video to just be collecting arrows. It'd be kind of funny if this was an evasive incense. Cautious, okay. let's keep going. Oh, behemoths can spawn here. I was curious what those NPCs, the green dots on the map are down there, but might not be worth going through all of our rocks to get there. So I'll just go around instead. And Curse Girl, since our shield is already cursed, her curses won't do anything. And we did get knowledgeable status, so we can identify items by picking them up. That was from the special onigiri that we ate. And onigiri scroll is already identified, so there isn't anything that's too dangerous to read on equipment. It might be a heavenly scroll if it's not already identified. Oh, it is. So probably not anything too special then. Rune eraser. If it's a shop exclusive, 1,000 scroll, it might be a pot upsize scroll. It's already on the preservation pot. Silver purge, so okay, it was not that either. And yeah, I think that's good enough. I feel like our items are pretty good right now, so I don't feel a strong sense of need to like explore. Weighted, we don't need that. But I guess I'll check some rooms, since monsters are still very weak overall. Needle block. This is an interesting weapon where you can nibble on it to replenish like 20 fullness, I think. Yeah. But each time you nibble on it, the upgrade value decreases by 1, and you won't be able to nibble on it after it reaches 0. a new trap in this Shiren 6. Basically, when you step on it, and if there are monsters in the room, they all immediately teleport away. So, it can actually be pretty beneficial, depending on the situation. Ugh, 2 of them. Come on, let me act. No, I think we're dead. This is why I don't like gazers. I should have been paying better attention, but I was kind of, yeah, distracted. Oh well, we still have one more revival grass. Burrowing staves are still nice, even though we already have 2. And Nigiri morphs can turn items into onigiri like that as well, but instead of having a chance of failing, they always succeed, I think. So we don't want to let that happen too much. I'll just pretend that I let it happen for demonstration purposes. Even though I'm just, like, in reality I'm playing sloppy right now. I forgot that I collected arrows, so I can start using those. Fixer scroll, that's nice. Onigiri fever. So this is like a random event where a bunch of items spawn and you have 30 seconds to collect them. So we can increase our max bonus a little bit. If we can reach 150, that'd be nice, because we can activate sumo status, but I don't think we're going to be reaching that high of a max fullness anytime soon. Rolling staff is cursed. Oh, did we get knowledgeable status again? We did. Okay, that one's cursed too. And our stuff is plated, so that's fine. Honestly, I think I'll just go to the stairs. Because there's a super gazer, and we don't have the anti-hypnosis rune. Knockback. And this is an enemy called Swordsman. What it can do is disarm your equipped shield at level 1. And the shield flies 10 tiles behind you when it gets disarmed. So, kind of don't want to let that happen if you can help it. Trap Seeker. It's another new weapon. I'd like to show it off, but I don't want to fight this thing. Since we don't have a balance staff. If we trip, like, one of our pots might break. Leaping grass. Sickle of Salvation. That's pretty nice. Since it lets you defeat what are they called? Ghost Samurai in one hit. Another cursed item. Looks like this is a shop. Weapon shop. Nothing too rare. Earth Mound. I'll just keep going. I was thinking about using a vaulting staff, but I don't need to. Will that other gazer go somewhere else, maybe? I guess not. Reflective, cursed. We have 19 rocks, so we're fine, even if more behemoths come out. Tiptoe status is a status where entering or exiting rooms like this won't wake up monsters. And you can also walk next to monsters that are napping and they won't wake up from your footsteps. I don't think we need this onigiri scroll, so I think I'll swap it with the burrowing staff. Disguising staff. That's pretty nice. I guess since that could be cursed, I'll just drop the burrowing. And that status that we just got prevents hunger. So fullness won't naturally deplete while on this floor now. Two misses. That means Wishing Shrine is on this floor somewhere. And I don't... I think we already have a switching staff. Or was it cursed? I guess it was cursed. Or wait, no, it was turned into an onigiri, I think. Okay, so this is a bouncy wall room. And if you swing a staff at the wall, it bounces back. And same if you like shoot an arrow, it goes back into your inventory. And there's a little secret to it though. If you manage to make it bounce off of all four sides, like going from one side to the next like that, it duplicates the item. So let's see. We can try throwing a, I guess, blank scroll. And so now we have two blank scrolls. And as long as the bouncy wall doesn't get destroyed, you can repeat this like multiple times. But each time you duplicate something, there's a chance the bouncy wall breaks. So in this case it didn't break, which means we can duplicate one more item at least. So let's do that again. Oh, and it broke, so That's how that works, basically. Do I have pot upsize yet? No, not on this save file. Okay. I don't know if I'm actually going to use this wall-less scroll at this point, so I think I'll drop it. Shark Scroll. That's a fitting name. Confusion. Whitegrass. I'm a little wary about the possibility of poison grass at this point, because we've identified quite a few grasses. Sedating, blinding, confusion, poison. Yeah, not too many left that are beneficial. Oh, that's a mixer. And we have nothing to synthesize. Let's try throwing it. It was already full, so it was either healing grass or life grass, I think. Probably don't need food at this point. Weeds. The Behemoth Gate vanishing did leave behind an item, but it might turn to weeds. I guess it didn't, okay. Earthly Scroll, more defense. Oak staff. We have plenty of staves now. I don't think anything too useful is left. Oops, that was rotten. A little risky to walk around like that, because there could be a sleep trap or something, but I'm not too concerned, because we still have one more revival grass. I guess that was cursed. Rotten. Probably should defeat a behemoth, just so it's recorded in the monster log. Or adventure log. Because I eventually plan on 100%ing some of the dungeons, monster tables. Okay, so this is Kron's challenge. Basically a random event that can occur in some dungeons. And the challenge is defeat monsters continuously without taking damage. And if we manage to do that, we'll increase the use of one staff by either 1, 3, or 20, depending on our rank. Seems like a pretty good deal. Might have to take some damage on this one. Or not if they miss. Sky Dragon. You know, it's really not that important to increase our staff uses right now. So I think I'll just ignore the challenge. So now we're getting closer to the end and some tougher monsters start appearing. Floppy Honey can decrease your level by 1 with its special attack. But the worst monster to watch out for, I think, is one called Niggity Boss, if there's a Sky Dragon in the room. Because they can inflict Onigiri status, which as mentioned earlier, changes your equipment's attack and defense to 0. Egg pot. I think that might be the bottomless. I'll just name it B. I don't want to type all that out. There's a Niggity Boss enemy. And a Sky Dragon behind it. So if we were to stay in the spot, the Sky Dragon could breathe fire on us and it would make us instantly collapse, which would not be good. So instead, I'm going to retreat. doesn't happen often, but when it happens, like you'll probably remember it because it's one of those things where it's like hard to forget it if you experience it. I'm not sure we need any rocks at this point, so I could get rid of them. Because we don't have a rejuvenation pot. I think I'll do that. I don't think behemoths spawn anymore, but I could be wrong. That looks like a Porcon, which is the level 3 version of a Porco that you saw in Serpentcoil Island. And it has, I think 75 attack, if I remember right. Porcon. Yeah, 150 HP, 75 attack, 50 defense. So, beast type, and it's definitely a beast in this dungeon because our equipment strength is like 25 for a shield, so 75 would still hit us quite hard. 52 damage, so it's not something you want to trade hits with usually. So I'm going to paralyze it and heal up. And just keep going. Oh, I guess there are behemoths still. So I should have saved my rocks. Attack it just to register it in the adventure log. And one of these guys. We could use a narrow escape path to locate the exit. Looks like we're on the right track. So that's good. We need a block. I guess just for fun, let's look for the Wish and Shrine. It's the last floor before the boss. Golden egg things always drop a regular 180. Looks like it might be up there, maybe. Caching pod. Yeah, pretty sure it's this right here. I don't really want to mess with that scorpion, so I'll ignore the rest of the Keystone bags. We really don't need 4 blank scrolls either, so I'm gonna read one to identify the spot to free up inventory space. And it was a bottomless pot. So yeah, that's what happens when you throw those against the wall. Let's try incense. It'd be fun if we could get an aggressive incense before the boss. Reflective, heat ban. Aggressive, nice. Another one. That's good in case we trip, I guess. So, Tunnel of Wishes is where you end up with, when you enter a Wishing Shrine's warp, and it's basically just like a sub area that, or like an intermission, and then you go back to the regular dungeon afterward. It's just one floor. So let's look at our items before we continue. 2 Otogiri Soul, so we have a little bit of healing, and blank scrolls can become fixer scrolls if needed. And we have 1 invincible grass, so I think that's good. No sealing staff though. Okay. And Kokatsu, or in this like embodiment of Batsu form, his battle form, he has a few tricks he can do. The fight starts without any other monsters on the field, but he can howl to summon additional monsters. So that's why I was saying the sealing staff would be nice. Not that sealing or sealed status lasts that long, but I think in this case I'll first show that like projectiles are ineffective. So you can see Iron Arrow burnt to ashes. So you can't use projectiles against it unless the projectile has piercing properties like Silver Arrow. And one thing you can do is Empathetic Staff. And in Shiren 6 it lasts the entire floor, so whenever you take damage, the boss takes the same amount of damage once you swing it at it once. And I think in this case I'll use a Fixer's Roll and freeze these guys. And the boss has a bit of range to its regular attack. It's like a 3 tile wide and 2 tiles ahead reach. And trying to think of so many things at once, but it looks like we're receiving about 15 damage, which isn't a whole lot, honestly. And one trick you can do is if you bring a water gun pot, you can tap that and spray the boss or splash the boss with water, and then you'll only receive 1 damage from the boss until it uses its charge attack and removes that status, which is a pretty long time. Like instead of only 3 or 4 turns, it's like it can be sometimes like 20 turns or more, I think. So it's one way to cheese the boss, put it that way. And so Empathetic Staff, Water Gun Pot, I've showed those two. I think we can go ahead and show the main thing I was thinking of, which is eating Power-Up Grass, Invincible Grass, and then using Aggressive Incense to just like rush the boss really quickly with high damage. And the only risk with that is if the Invincible Grass wears off and we still haven't defeated it, it could be a problem because its charge attack deals like 80 to 100 damage normally. So with Aggressive Incense it's doubled, so it'll likely one-shot us. But we'll give it a try. Let's start with Power Up, because we're only taking 1 damage right now anyway. We don't need to use the Invincible until it starts readying its charge attack. We don't need arrows anymore, so I'll insert that. 300 damage. Not bad. Kinda want to show the charge attack too, though. So I'll wait a little bit. There it goes. 174 damage. Yeah, so that's what happens if you have the Aggressive Incense going at the same time as and if the Invincible Grass isn't in effect. So you want to be careful of that. But otherwise, the boss is just like pretty easy. If you use a few items, the usual like Power-Up Grass and Invincible Grass or Swift Grass, that type of stuff. And it does have, I think, one other special attack where it can create sand pillars in the room. like 3 or 4 at a time, I think. So it like tries to trap you a little bit or lock you into a certain spot, but it's not too big of a deal. And it can actually be a little beneficial sometimes if the other monsters it summons like can't reach you thanks to the sand pillars. But overall, yeah, not a difficult boss. And especially if you like over-prepare with stronger equipment than what we brought in. Ours is pretty strong to begin with, but like if you wait until you have a Kabudas Tegi plus 99 or Rasen Fuma plus 99, like it's gonna be 1 or 2 hits, and you'll only take 1 damage, aside from the charge attack. So yeah, that's all there is to that dungeon. Not very difficult despite being a carrion dungeon, but it is difficult if you don't bring any items in. But if you bring like a moderate amount of items in like we did, like 1 Serpentcoil Island's run worth of items, I don't think you'll have too many issues. So yeah, I think I'll take a break here, and next time we'll get into, I think it's called Cavern of Suri. I don't know the English pronunciation. Like Suiryu, the water dragon. So that should be a little more interesting because it's a no carrion items dungeon. And you get to play with a pretty unique gimmick compared to the rest of the game for the first clear. But yeah, okay, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.